again, it's me, Boo. And I figured in celebration of the summer solstice being here and the beginning of summer actually happening, and where I'm at in the Pacific Northwest, we're actually getting some really nice weather now. So I thought it was high time I do a top 5 list, or several of them. The first one I want to do, this one is going to be my hot weather citrus slash happy frags for summer. I have to be really specific because if it's hot weather, really hot, I wear one thing. If it's nighttime, I wear something else. If it's raining out, I wear something else. And sometimes I'm in the mood for foodie. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a citrusy kind of a smell. And sometimes I'm in the mood for neither. So I have to have a few top 5 lists because that's the way I work. Anyway, I'm so proud of myself being able to narrow it down to these. I really had to take stock on which ones I've just been wearing. I didn't want to sit there and go, oh, I love this scent, so that's going to be in my top 5. Now, I love a lot of scents that I have, but I am just doing the ones that I have been grabbing and wearing the most, or in the past have worn the most, or know that I am going to be wearing very regularly from this point on. So like I said, this is my hot weather summer frags, the citrus slash bright slash happy frags. And I've got a couple of honorable mentions. The first one is, I don't think I've done a review on this one. It's not an expensive one or anything. But this is Pear by Zents. See if you can see that. And this is like I said, not a very expensive one. This reminds me of the only Victoria's Secret scent I've ever worn was years ago, and it was Pear Glace, and I loved it. This reminds me a little bit of Pear Glace without the boozy smell to it. This is just a really nice pear in sugar water with maybe a hint of citrus in it, kind of a thing. Now, the sillage is close, and it you know, it's not expensive, so the lasting power, you'd have to reapply it. But that's why I always have a bunch of empty atomizers, brand new atomizers, so I can just fill with my favorite summer fragrances and carry them around with me and reapply when necessary. So that is Zents Pear. Another honorable mention is Lavanila's Vanilla Blackberry. Oh, this is really nice. And this I would wear more often, but it's very sharp. It's really bright, but almost to the point where I need to wear sunglasses, kind of bright. And it does have kind of a pine smell to it. So I really like it. I just haven't been grabbing it a whole lot, just every once in a while. So again, that is Vanilla Blackberry by La Vanilla. And I do recommend it. I'm just going to have to, it's one of these I'm going to have to really be in the mood to wear, but boy, that's nice. Yeah, it's like eating tart blackberries when you're walking through a hot forest, you know, and the pine needles get that warm smell. Anyway, La Vanilla. So, in my last honorable mention is Tom Ford-Neroli Portofino. And if this was a little less soapy, it would be in my top 5. But it is a little soapy. I think that's due to the florals mixed with the orange, with the neroli, but it's a really nice scent. But again, this is one I have to really be in the mood for. I don't just grab it, you know. It's not a go-to fragrances. And these other top 5 are ones that I have just been grabbing without thinking about, and that's very unlike me. So that's Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. All right, down to my top 5, and this one, you know, and this is just by my nose. These are ones I don't even know if some of these actually have citrus notes in them, but these are ones that just make me happy. I feel bright, feel like they're bright, and I wear in hot weather, and they're just my go-to frags. I don't put a lot of thought into them. When I reach for them, you know, if I'm busy, if I'm in a hurry, I just grab one of these. And I have been wearing them a lot. And so number 5 is I Love Love by Moschino. Oh, that is really nice. And this one, Uh, opens with notes of citruses and red fruits. The heart introduces fresh flowers, lily of the valley, bulrush, tea rose, and cinnamon leaves. Dry down is woody and musky, with Tanaka wood, musk, and cedar. And you do get all of this. And this fragrance, it just really makes me happy. I don't know what else to say about it, but it is my number 5, and that's I Love Love by Moschino. Number 4 is a tie. Well, it's not really a tie, but I put 2 of them together because I don't want to catch a bunch of flack. And I refuse to be bullied about my tastes in fragrances by anybody, even though they don't know they're bullying me. They're not doing it on purpose. It's just the way I interpret it. So I went ahead and I am putting Pamplelune by Guerlain on my, I hate these stupid little things. I don't know what that's all about, but they're dumb and they don't lay down. Anyway, this is, you know, Pamplelune is just another name for grapefruit, I think. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I'll word bubble it. But this is so incredibly yummy. I don't know how anybody can get kitty pee-pee out of this. It is divine, and I am going to wear it. And the first person that tells me I smell like cat pee, I'm going to tell them, well, I don't have a cat. I'm going to lie. I don't have a cat, so I don't know what you're talking about, so it must be you. Because it isn't me, because I'm wearing this fabulous grapefruit, tangy, bright, citrusy masterpiece called Pamplelune by Guerlain. And I guarantee it doesn't smell like cat pee. I'm going to wear it. Watch me, the defiant one. I love it, and I'm going to wear it. But just so I wouldn't catch too much flack for number 4 being cat pee, I also put Guerlain's from their Aqua Allegoria series, their Mentafollia on here as well. And I'm putting it as a tie for number 4 in hopes that people won't give me any flack about Pamplelune, but I doubt that'll happen. So this one is really nice. And it's kind of a minty citrus smell, but it's really bright. This one I wear to work quite a bit. I have been grabbing the Pamplelune a lot more than this one. This one I wear a little more like when we're going out to dinner at night, it's evening, a little breeze going, you know, things like that. It's got to be the right nuance kind of setting. But we've been having a lot of those settings around here lately. It's been very breezy. Oh, it's really lovely, and it's never overpowering. It's never offensive, and neither is Pamplelune. This is a masterpiece. I don't care what anybody says. If you haven't tried it, you have to try it. And don't even worry about the letterbox reference. Those people, I think they're just looking to, I don't know, diss it. Because here's what I've discovered, is that one of my gals at work came to me and she goes, you know, you've ruined me for the dollar store fragrances, because I give a lot of my fragrances away that I don't wear very often. And I'm always cycling them in and out. And, well, I am now. And so she goes, I went and I smelled some body spray that I bought at the dollar store after you've been giving me, you know, BCBG and Ralph Lauren and all this. She goes, you've ruined me. They smell cheap and artificial. She said, it's just amazing how my nose has changed. And I'm same way. It's hard for me to wear a lot of fragrances now that I have really discovered some of these fabulous, especially the niche ones where they put really interesting ingredients together. I'm kind of ruined for the other fragrances. So, but I just refuse. I think I have a good nose, and I don't think that Pamplelune smells like anything but a bright citrus grapefruit. So that's Pamplelune and Mentafollia by Guerlain. Number 3, I've been noticing is a lot on a lot of people's number 1 list, and it is fabulous. I have been grabbing it a lot lately. And that's Creed's Virgin Island Water. Very citrusy, or not too citrusy though. It's not real bright or sharp. There's a lot of coconut in it. It's very tropical, on the beach, a little salt smell, and it is divine. The sillage is polite. It never offends anybody. I can wear it in the hottest of hot weathers and no problem whatsoever. So that's Creed Virgin Island Water. And then number 2, of course, has to be Coney Island by Bond Number 9, the Margarita mix. Oh, and this one I do less squirts in the summertime because the sillage gets pretty big. My aromatic personal space kind of expands, and you know, I don't want to invade anybody else's, so I try to limit it to just a couple squirts, one skin, one clothes with this. Everything else so far that I've shown you, you know, I'll give a few spritz too, no problem, but this one is pretty intense. Oh, but it's so yummy. So number 2 is Coney Island by Bond Number 9. And my number 1 is going to surprise a few people that have this or have smelled this or whatever, and that also watch, you know, my goofy channel, so, you know, the 1 or 2 people. So, but this does incredible things on my skin in the hot weather, and I mean the hot weather. That's when I didn't even like it that much. I got it in the cold weather, and I liked it a lot, but I thought, you know, I'll have to really be in the mood for this. I have been grabbing it so much since the weather is heated up, and I have just been, usually I change my clothes several times a day. I wear one set of clothes for work, one set of clothes for home, and then I work out pretty much every day. So another set of clothes for working out. So that gives me the opportunity. Oh, and then at night, I'll spray perfume on my pillow. So that gives me the opportunity for 4 different fragrances I can wear in a day, if I just spray it on clothes, which I do tend to do. I don't wear a lot of fragrances except for on the weekends on my skin because I do change my clothes so much. And this one, oh my God, it's Elixir de Merveilles by Hermes. And I know a lot of people say this is a winter frag and cooler temperatures, but I disagree, and I behoove you to try it in a hot weather. I went and I sprayed 2 spritz. I actually this time wore 1 on my skin, 1 on my clothes. And it's been really hot the last couple days. I've worn it a couple days in a row. And just getting in and out of my car, when I get back in my car, I smell it and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this fragrance. I have been grabbing this more than anything else, and the hotter the weather, the more often I grab it. I haven't been spraying it on my pillow. I usually do a vanillic kind of an amber fragrance on my pillow, but I've been wearing it for work. I've been wearing it for going out. I've been wearing it when I come home, just not for working out, and not on my pillow. Otherwise, I have been wearing the crud out of this. So my number 1 for hot weather, citrusy, bright, makes me happy kind of fragrances is Elixir de Merveilles. Whew. Elixir de Merveilles by Hermes. So anyway, this is Boo with my happy fragrances, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and everybody stay safe, stay warm, enjoy the sunshine. Oh, we've just been dying for it where we are. It's just, we've been waiting for it to snow. It's been so damn cold. So anyway, it's so nice to have the sunshine. My vitamin D level is going up, and my moods are perking up. So I hope yours does the same, and this is Boo, and peace.